In January, we played it with the whole team. It was a lot of fun.
You guys good? Hey, let me get my phone over here. Thanks, Mateo.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Grant, you got something?
Yeah, Mateo, you were just telling us that you got to go on 3 forays already to Augusta National. Can you kind of tell us how that came about and what did you think of the course?
So yeah, as you said, I've been there 3 times, 3 different trips. One in January with a team. We took probably we were 9 of us, and then 3 guys that host us. It was more just to see the play, see the course, enjoy it, and then the last 2 trips were with my team that I work with. I did some good work on the course, just trying to know all the good angles to play the course and how to somehow solve the puzzle that is Augusta National. I think the course is great. It's a tough course. It's gonna be a great test for me. But I think if you're smart and I just can be myself out there, I can do a good job.
And they redesigned the par three. You're going to play the par three tournament Wednesday. Can you kind of give us an idea what that's like, or maybe what they did with the redesign?
Yeah, so they revealed the first 5 holes. I think the design is more based on doing holes on the lake. There's a lake on the par three, and now I think in almost every single hole the water comes into play. So yeah, I mean I'm looking forward for the par three. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Just some time to enjoy and relax after the big competition starts on Thursday.
So American kids probably grow up wanting to play in the Masters, but what about an Argentinian kid? When did you hear about the Masters, and what do you think about the prestige of it?
Yeah, I mean I believe every single kid in the world grew up hoping to play in the Masters one day. For me, growing up, Angel Cabrera won in 2009, and he lost in a playoff in 2013. So I'm very familiar with the tournament. It's one of those that I watch every single year, the second week of April growing up. I mean, just being there, it looks so much different from TV that it's very exciting. So I'm really looking forward to this opportunity.
When you won the Latin Amateur, all the things that came with it, when did it like maybe hit you? Oh wow, this qualified me for the Masters.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I won, I knew what I was going to face in the future, which was playing the Masters and the other exemptions. Walking down the fairway on 18, even before finishing the lag, I knew I was going to play all these majors. I mean, it hits me every day. It's one of the things that motivates me to wake up, go to workout, go to practice, and just get better every single day to be 100% ready for the tournaments.
Who's going to caddy for you?
His name is Ruben Sorio. He's the guy that caddied for Cabrera in 2009 when he won. He's got some good experience out there. I know he won, but he caddied like 10 times in the Masters. He's from Argentina. We speak the same language. We communicate the same way. So it's going to be fun, and he's hell of a caddy too. So.
When you played in like maybe February or March, was the 13th hole ready in the new design of it? And can you kind of take us through the 13th hole now?
Oh yeah, it was way longer than before. They made it 35 yards longer. When I walked the first time there, after walking off 12th green, I didn't even realize they made it longer. Like you cannot tell there was like a change there, because they like all the rock wall that is right behind it, they moved rock by rock to put it the same place, and the flowers they look all the same. And I mean, it was just hard to realize they changed something there, but the hole is way different. It's just longer. I believe people will not be able to cut the corner. I truly don't. It's not something I'm worried about, because from the upper tees I wouldn't be able to cut the corner as well. So it just fits better my game.
Can you reach into 2 shots still comfortably if you had a good drive?
I think I would be able, but I would need to get some good roll on the driver.
How many people are you going to have there next week supporting you, and then how many people back in Argentina are going to be watching you too?
I believe back in Argentina there are gonna be a lot of people watching. I'm gonna rent a house there next week. I'm gonna have 4 friends over, staying there the whole week with me, my family, my girlfriend too, my caddy. So we're gonna be, and I have my uncle and other friend, from my dad's friends, just coming and supporting me all week. So quite a lot.
Is this going to be their first tournament watching you, or have they been able to come up to some of your Razorback events as well?
They, my family came to regionals last year when we were playing with the Hawks. We made it, so it was a good week. And then my friends, it's just hard for them to come from Argentina. It's such a long way, and probably this time I know it's more special than any other event. So I'm glad they can make it and be there with me.
Now, I was reading, I'm pretty sure it's less than 20. I think it's about 15 or 16 Argentinians have ever competed in the Masters. Just what does that mean for you? Obviously, Argentina is a country with a lot of history and a lot of sporting events. They just won the World Cup. So for you to kind of represent Argentina at the Masters, what does that mean for you?
I mean, it means the world. Every time I get to represent my country at any event, even when I'm playing for the Razorbacks, I can represent my country as well. So I feel very proud of being Argentinian. I know we won the World Cup, and that's something, one of my highlights in my life. It was, I mean, I was back home, and those days were very intense. I mean, it's just gonna be an honor for me.
Do you hope that the having the caddy that was with Angel Cabrera, do you feel like maybe there's a little bit of good mojo there, and hoping he can bring you some of that next week?
100%. There's a lot more than just having him on the back for that week. He lived there some moments that he won't ever forget. He's got the experience not only to be a good caddy year round. He's now caddying for Jonathan Vegas on tour. Just having him on the back and him knowing what the situation is going to be like if we are getting in contention, it's a huge thing for me.
When you won the LAC to clinch the Masters and going to the Open and everything, what was that moment like for you? Apart from just clinching, going to the Masters, just what was that moment like for you?
I mean, it meant the world. Like, I knew I was going to get exposed to playing the Masters, the US Open, and the Open. I mean, it's something I always dreamed about, and that's what I work for and where I want to be in the future. So it just means a lot.
You've had a good year since you qualified for the Masters. Has that sort of enhanced your college career, and how's that gone for Arkansas?
Yeah, I think I got off to a really good start in this spring. There's a lot of work to be done as a team still. We have one more event before SECs, and we need to play good in Virginia. So I know I'm gonna be playing in the Masters, but I will have that tournament that is on Monday right after the Masters week on my head. I'm fully committed to doing a good job in postseason with the Razorbacks. I just hope we can get a good end of a year and just have fun too.
Former Razorback Taylor Moore also is going to be playing. Do you know of him, and how cool is it to just have the Razorbacks be represented as well?
Yeah, it's very cool. When Taylor was in contention on Saturday, I told Brad he's gonna get it done tomorrow. It was his time to win. He's been playing really good for a good couple of years. I already got in touch with him through Brad to play a practice round with him, so we're gonna do it on Monday. So I'm very really looking forward to see him again and just enjoy being out there with a former Razorback.
And what have your teammates kind of been giving you any advice, talking to you? I know when we talked to you a couple months ago, they were trying to be your caddy, but obviously that didn't work out. Have they kind of been talking to you, leading up to this moment?
Yeah, I mean, with my teammates, we take along very well. We just try to push each other to be better every day. We try to talk more about what we have going on as a team than myself playing in any other individual events. I know they're always gonna be there, but it can get very tiring if you speak about the same thing every day. So I mean, we know it's there, but we just try to focus on the season that we are on.
Mateo, I'm curious if you've been doing interviews with the Argentinian media leading up and whether they will be covering you back home on TV and newspapers when you're in Augusta.
They will. I got in touch with a lot of them. They are asking me very often, how am I doing? How's my game? How am I getting ready for the Masters, for every tournament? I know them very well because I played in a lot of Latin Americans, and they have been there always the last couple of years, and they're all good people, and I like them. So it's fun.
Who are your other practice rounds set up with? Can you say who else you're playing with?
Yeah, so on Monday I'm gonna play with Taylor and Talar Gooch. I think that's the tee time that Brad got me set up for. On Tuesday I'm gonna play with the Latino guys, the Neiman. I don't know if other guys are gonna join, but I know for sure I'm playing with Neiman. And then on Wednesday I'm gonna try to get some holes in with Morikawa in the morning. So that's a plan as of right now.
How did you establish a relationship with him, or how did that come about?
So, well, Taylor was easy because he always talks to Brad, and we all got in touch to make a practice round on Monday. Brad was happy about it because he's not going to walk 36 holes to watch both of us. Then I talked to the Latino guys. As soon as I won the lag, I truly wanted to play with them. So I got in touch with Neiman. He's a very cool guy. He always helps us out with anything we need. So he was very, very nice to me and told me yes from the very start. And then I know Colin's agent work with me as well, and I talked to him this morning, asked him to set that up. So hopefully, if he can make it happen, we're gonna play 9 holes together.
That sounds exciting. You talked about committing to the Razorbacks for the postseason, but you have so much coming for you this summer. What do you think about potential plans for turning pro? When might it happen?
So I'm going to turn pro in July after the Open. That's my day to turn pro. I cannot play any of the majors as a professional, so I need to wait until I'm done with the Open. So yeah, I mean after the Open, I'm turning pro.
Could you spell the name? Could you spell the name of the caddy? Because I didn't catch the
Ruben.
Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben, and Yorio. Jorio.
Just what would a successful weekend look like for you next weekend? Obviously, different people going with different expectations or no expectations. Just what does a weekend look like for you that you end up being happy with next weekend?
I think anything that if I'm playing 4 days, I'm gonna be happy no matter what the outcome is. Of course, I'm very ambitious with myself, and I truly want not only to play 4 days, if not just trying to get the low am and get a good finish on the tournament overall. But there's always a balance between expectations and like my confidence. I know I can do well. I just need to manage the expectations to not overcome where whenever I'm playing. If not, I'm just gonna start to get anxious and get more upset in the moments that I will need to be patient and just walk through the. If it's a tough stretch, I will need to handle it the way I always do it, and then if it's a good stretch, just take advantage of it and just enjoy the moment.
I know you've already gone to look at the course and set up these practice rounds, but have you reached out to any other players just for advice on playing the course?
No, not really. I haven't reached out to anyone. That's something I like to do it personally. So as soon as I get there, I will start to talk to the players and just introduce myself and just ask them for anything they might think that is helpful for me to know.
And then last question for me. It's not just the Masters going to the U.S. Open and the Open over there in Britain too. Just how much are you looking forward to competing in those events as well?
I mean, every exemption, it just means everything. Like, I'm going to play against the same guys in every tournament. Probably the Masters has a little more special taste because of being the Masters, and it's an invitational event. Only 90 players there. Probably there are a lot of good players that they never played in their lives. Just to have that opportunity, it makes it a lot like super special. But the U.S. Open and the Open, I mean, there are two majors as well. So, I mean, they're super special, all of them.
Anything else? Good? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Man, I got this crossword today.